Hi, I'm Colin Schantz, CEO of Copper Tree Solutions. And today I'm going to talk about how you can secure manufacturing systems on the plant floor, things like CNCs and robotics, et cetera. We do a lot of work with various different manufacturing organizations. And one of the trends that we're seeing and have been seeing for a number of years now is more and more equipment on the plant floor is connected to the network. And there's, some is just maybe just a little sensor of some kind, or maybe it's a machine that's got some computer on it or some kind of automation system. And what we're seeing is that it's becoming a bit of a security risk for our clients. Some of these devices are maybe not kept up to date. We've got some older equipment that's out there that's running some older versions of operating system that's no longer supported. And it's really becoming a situation that manufacturing companies need to address, where they say, how are we going to secure our network and at the same time leverage these tools and the equipment that's available to us? There's a lot of different components to it, but it's becoming a bigger deal as there's, every device that's added, it seems, has another kind of a sensor, whether it's a CNC or it's a robot or it's something with a bunch of little sensors that are gathering data. And we're also seeing more and more data being collected as the sensor technology becomes more cost effective. There's more and more things that are being collected and analyzed in the background. And it's great to use that data to get visibility into efficiencies and visibility into the manufacturing process. But at the same time, it's also introducing some risk to the organization. Think about the best way to minimize risk in your manufacturing network, where you have all kinds of different devices with varying degrees of security. Some of the best ways to minimize risk is to take the exceptionally vulnerable devices and isolate them. Certainly you want to be isolating the plant floor equipment from the operational network, if you will, from the main production servers and things like that. And then there's some equipment, maybe it's a piece of equipment with an old XP box on it, that you may want to take entirely offline, or may want to really restrict the amount of online access that it has. Maybe you're giving the vendor remote access to be able to get in and provide support, but you're not allowing the device to talk to the internet in general. And it's really all about segregation. It's all about thinking about what exactly do these devices need access to, and can we limit them from talking to each other? So if one of the devices is compromised, it doesn't impact the overall network. When we ask business leaders what they want from technology, one of the things they always mention is security. They want peace of mind, knowing that their systems are secure, and they can sleep at night knowing that if some kind of worst case scenario were to happen, they have a plan in place and they have the ability to get back up and running. They have the ability to minimize risk. When we look at manufacturing in particular, there's some rather distinct challenges that a manufacturing company might face that aren't necessarily relevant to every other organization. There's a lot more equipment. There's a lot more older things that maybe you don't have the ability to upgrade. There's maybe some older unsupported operating systems. How do you secure that? Copper Tree we've got quite a bit of experience with this. We work with a large number of manufacturers in this area. And some of the things that we do is just working on the network segmentation and ultimately looking at a strategy for your particular organization. Part of our service is developing best practices for each of the technologies that our clients use. And every month we go through and we see, how do you stack up against those best practices? And is there ways that we could minimize risk in your organization? So if you think about putting a plan in place, it really starts with that big picture strategy. Where's your organization going? Where are you today? And how do you get to that future state? And then constantly making small incremental changes to the health of your system. If we can come in and tweak something in the background to minimize risk every month, and we make a few changes every month, after a period of time, you've gone a long way, and you've made some serious progress in that direction. When you think about how do you best leverage an organization like Copper Tree, You want to make sure that they understand the strategic side of things. You want to make sure they understand the unique challenges that an organization in manufacturing has. And you want to make sure that they understand exactly what your goals are and what you're trying to achieve. I'm Colin Schuntz, CEO of CopperTree Solutions. Thanks for joining me today as we talk about securing manufacturing equipment on the plant floor. To learn more, please visit our website at coppertreesolutions.ca.